Hello and welcome back to our channel,
Two
Two New
New
Coordinates. I'm Abhishek.
And I am Saili, and today we are taking you for a very unique experience.
We are going for a Fireflies Festival. The fireflies, or jugnu or kasva, are a very unique species of insects. They glow in the night to attract the female species. Basically, their ass is on fire. They are very unique because they glow only before the arrivals of monsoon. So there is a very small window of 3 to 4 weeks where you can go for such sights. So let's go.
When we're talking about firefly sighting in and around Maharashtra, there are quite a few sites like there's Prabarmachi, there is Rajmachi, there is Bhandardhara, and a few more. Today we are at Bhandardhara, which is approximately 170 plus kilometers from Mumbai. These tours are conducted by quite a few companies. One of them is T3 with whom we have come today. And to come here, if you're coming with T3 there are two options. You can come by train up to Kasara with the team, and then from there they have their own private jeeps that they arrange to come to the campsite. Or the other option is you can come by your own private vehicles. So the team leader also guides you to reach this campsite with Google Maps and instructions and everything. One thing to remember is after a certain point there is absolutely no network coverage whatsoever for any provider. On our way to this campsite, we visited an ancient temple known as Amruteshwar Temple. This is a 12th century Shiva temple carved out of a single rock. The interior and exterior walls are beautifully carved with figures and geometric shapes. This shivling is very peculiar. It is made up of 3 stones in the shape of a kalash. It was just a 10-minute detour from our way to the campsite, although we ended up spending almost an hour over here. The carvings are beautiful, but some parts of the temple have undergone restoration. This temple is located in a very picturesque place, so you can see Ratangad and the Sahyadri ranges outside the temple. It's very peaceful and serene inside the temple as well as outside. So we have now reached this campsite. Here we had welcome drink, we had Nimbu Sharbat, then we had snacks, garam garam bhajia with chai, and now we are all set for the next activity. So this is our campsite. It's basically a farm of a local family here. Apparently in the last few years, a lot of farmers in Bhandardhara region have started setting up a campsite in a small portion of their farmland for the fireflies season. After a very lengthy, fun and interactive introduction, we had the rest of our evening free for ourselves. We took a stroll around, and this is the part where they do their farming, and this is the house where they provided us with all the meals. The entire family was very welcoming. Post dinner, we set out for a walk to search for the favorite trees of the fireflies. Now watch the video very closely. This is the most magical experience. Walking through these trees and watching the fireflies feels like a dream. They make patterns and waves on the trees, and it seems like they are dancing to their own tunes. This is a memorable sight for the naked eyes. Although we tried our best to capture it in the camera, but as they say, the best things in nature are beyond any camera. We saw this show right from the first row at some places and had a balcony ticket for some. In any case, this was the most magical experience we have ever had. We spent almost 2 to 3 hours in the trees to take in this mesmerizing and dynamic sight. Good morning. So it's day 2, 6 a.m. and we are now headed for a dip in the lake. So most of the campsites in Bhandardhara are approximately 20 to 40 minutes from some point of Lake Arthur. Now this is a huge lake approximately 34 kilometers long, formed from river Pravara and acts as a reservoir for the Wilson Dam. It was a beautiful and fun morning walk up to this lake. Here we spent almost 2 hours. Breathtaking view and amazingly cold water. All of us had our own fun part. Some of us swam in the lake, some just dipped their feet. Some found their perfect cornerstone to stare at the mountains, and some dived in to touch the bottom of the lake. Of course, we were very careful and cautious. While I was thinking that the morning ended the most amazing part of our trip, this was an altogether different fun. After this, we headed back to the campsite for hogging on some delicious homemade breakfast of poha and chai, followed by bread pakoda. After breakfast, we packed up and started back for home. But that's not all. We have something more for you, so you stay tuned for we are going to share our tips and feedback just for you. Gosh, that was a super cool experience, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
So for Firefly sighting, there are two types of places. One is for trekking enthusiasts at places like Prabarmachi and Rajmachi. So you can have an amazing trek followed by Firefly sighting at the place itself. And second is for lazy asses like us, where you can go to places like Bhandardhara, Purushwadi, and even Dehni.
If you're planning to drive on your own, reach the site in daylight for two things. One is network and the road conditions. There are quite a few patches on the road which are not good, otherwise, the drive is very scenic. Also, keep in mind it's a long journey from any prominent city, so you have to carry your essentials with you. Most important, carry your first aid kit with you. That's it from our side. So we hope you've liked our video. So please like, share and comment below, and also subscribe to our channel so that you are updated with our next videos. See you next week. Bye bye.